Okay, so today's dish has been loved in Haitian kitchens for generations. And once you taste it, you'll understand why. Welcome back to Save Your Thoughts,
where every dish tells a story.
and every meal brings people together. There are some dishes you don't rush, and Chaka is one of them. This is the kind of meal that teaches you patience, the kind that fills your home slowly with aroma, with warmth, and with something that feels deeper than just food. Because chaka isn't just something you throw together, it's something you build. And it really starts the night before. I like to let my corn soak overnight with the beans. But if you're in a rush, canned beans will work just well. Just be sure to rinse and drain them first. Just letting everything soften, relax, and get ready for what's coming makes a whole world of a difference. There's something about that step that already feels intentional, like you're setting the tone early. Then the next day we begin. For me, it all starts with the lamb. Of course, you can use any meat you like, but I like to pan sear my lamb first. Not to cook it all the way through, but just enough to wake it up, to get that color on the outside, to build that flavor. Because a little bit of browning, that's where all the magic begins. And once the lamb is set aside, those onions and green onions goes right into the same pan. Because whatever the lamb left behind, that's what we're not wasting. That's flavor, that's depth, and that's the beginning of a really, really good pot. And as those onions soften with the garlic and the green onions, the aroma starts to build slowly and gently. That's when I reach for my Epis. Also, if you've been enjoying these moments with me in the kitchen, don't forget to subscribe and share it with someone you'd sit down and enjoy this with. So back to the recipe. In your slow cooker over the beans and corn, I carefully pour that over the corn and beans. Then add the sauteed onion mixture. Give it a good stir, and that's when I reach for the lemon juice, a little bit more oil, and some cumin to bring an extra earthy flavor. And I place those lamb chops right on top. Add the remaining juices, and this is when I add my Epis right on top. And if you know about Epis, if you know, you know. And if you don't, it's that green seasoning, that blend of herbs, garlic, peppers, just everything that brings Haitian cooking to life. I use our Epis in this chaka dish. It's the same one you can find on our website at savorythoughts.com. And it just melts right into everything. It's not loud, it's not overpowering. It just blends, deepens, and carries the dish into the most beautiful way. And then everything starts coming together. The soaked corn, the beans, the seared lamb, the onions, the Epis, all in one pot. From there, you let the thyme do what it does best. This is not a fast meal. This is a Haitian recipe that's slow cook, low and steady. The kind where you walk away, come back, stir it gently, and let it continue to become what it's meant to be. Because chaka is layered, it's hearty, it's rich, it's comforting in a way that sits with you. As it cooks, everything starts to break down just enough. The corn softens, the beans get creamy, but not too creamy because you still want some lumps. And the lamb becomes tender. And all those flavors, they just find each other beautifully. Nothing is rushed, nothing is forced, just time. You can find the full recipe on our website at savorythoughts.com. And if this feels like your kind of cooking, go ahead and subscribe. I'd love to have you here. If you know someone who would enjoy this, share it with them. Cheers. You can find the full recipe on our website at savorythoughts.com.